Here's the question: do you feel bad for him, or do you just like?
I feel bad for the Kardashians for the first time in my life.
You feel bad for that is, and we. Oh my God! Someone feels bad for a Kardashian. Holy shit! You feel bad for the Kardashians?
I feel bad for Kim a little bit.
All right. Please explain yourself.
I mean,
because this will haunt you for the rest of your life. So go ahead. All right, another show. Cool. Another one this week. Our third one, Ollie?
Second this week.
All right, second one this week. Cool. Let's do a quick intro. We got beautiful Ollie in production.
Hi, guys.
We got Yasi as your host. Hello. And today we got a very upcoming talent. Brendan Pegg, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for making the drive down here.
Of course, man. Excited to be here.
San Clemente, right?
San Clemente, yeah.
Man, that's a beautiful area over there.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm actually new to the area. I spent like the last 4 years up in LA.
Okay.
Doing the whole music thing, grinding.
That's very crowded to like San Clemente.
Exactly, dude. That was the biggest adjustment for me.
Huge difference.
But yeah, once the whole Corona thing kind of got super crazy in LA, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the move down south, Orange County, see what that's about.
So do you have family in San Clemente or just made the move down there?
I have an uncle in San Diego.
Okay. So it's like right there, like half away.
Yeah, right there. And that's actually been the thing. I've been like deciding, like, do I move back to LA or do I make the move to San Diego?
Right.
You know? So.
Hey, I was in San Diego for the last couple of weekends. It's nice, very nice, because I think for the first time I hang out in like Pacific Beach, and I've never been there before.
Oh.
I usually always go by the gas lamp. And every time somebody like talks about San Diego, I'm like, dude, I'm just not into it so much. And then I've been to Pacific Beach, and I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's much better. And then I was just talking about this the last show. We ended up in the gas lamp, just like I felt like some ice cream late at night.
Of course.
And I went to the gas lamp just this past weekend, and it was so crowded. They were like, forget Corona, forget everything. People were out.
Yeah,
people were getting arrested. People were getting, picked up in the ambulance. We saw people throwing up in front of us. And I only been there for like 15 minutes to pick up my ice cream. That's it. And
was this like a Friday, Saturday?
Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like gas lamp was packed. So I don't know if you've been there lately, but
not lately, no.
They did kind of like same style as Laguna. They brought all the tables out, all the bars and restaurants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they just like had everybody out in this. They closed all of Fifth Avenue or Fifth Street or whatever.
Whoa.
Everybody was just out on that side.
It's crazy. I mean, the biggest appealing thing for me about San Diego is the price, like compared to LA.
Okay.
Because I'm looking to get a new place. Much cheaper.
I agree. But the market is it's not the same either. The market over there. So
that's true.
The beaches are nice. People are nice over there. I do love the food in San Diego. Like the French bakeries and stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, geez.
I don't know if I've tried out the French bakeries.
You got to try it. I had breakfast. I believe it's called Parfait Paris or something like that. Man, and that was my second French place that I've tried around the gas lamp. It was good.
I'll have to check that out. I'm a big foodie.
Yeah, I'll get you the name if you want.
Okay,
just let me know. I'll definitely hook you up.
Yeah,
all right,
I like that.
So what are you thinking with this COVID stuff? How do you think we've been handling it so far?
Out here in California?
Oh yeah, mostly out here in California. Like,
we've been fucking up.
Yeah, we're big time.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I've been enjoying chilling. You know what I mean? Like, at my core, I'm an introvert. So like, when they were like, hey, just stay home, stay away from people, I was like, okay, I can do that. You know, I love movies.
It wasn't bad when we started, but then I feel like people got bored.
People got super bored.
And then they were like, hey, F it. I'm gonna go up. I don't care.
Did you hear about the chain smokers? They like threw it was
in New York or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like an outdoor concert with people like in their cars.
There was a CEO of a big company over there as well. I forgot the name of the company.
Wasn't it in the Hamptons or something like that?
Maybe.
I think so.
I think so.
There was a big CEO of a big company as well. He just decided, like F it. They went and started DJing with them, and
I heard they're like they're currently like under investigation, like from law enforcement and everything.
Cuomo was not happy with them.
Yeah,
he was not happy with them at all, and the same thing happened here around, I believe, Calabasas or whatever with the Jake Paul.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what he did, but it was like he kind of like threw a party.
Yeah.
And like was packed, and the mayor of LA was not happy.
Yeah, the Team 10 house. He has like this giant mansion in Calabasas.
Yep. And the same thing, and they're under investigation as well. So everybody's being investigated lately.
I can't stand Jake Paul, to be honest.
Me too.
Like,
I could maybe his brother a little bit, a little bit, not much.
He's better than his brother. Yeah, Logan's
much.
better than Jake.
Oh, if we're comparing the two, much. I could stand Logan. I cannot stand Jake.
Yeah, no,
you know he's actually fighting soon.
Dude, he's fighting Nate Robinson.
Yeah,
he's gonna get knocked out.
You think so? I mean, how old is Nate? Can we check how old is Nate?
Yeah,
Nate's,
but he's been playing in the big three, the 3-on-3. Like
he's fit. I agree.
He played college football and pro basketball,
and he was fast. I mean, he was fast as a basketball player.
I wouldn't want to box Nate Robinson. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. He seems like it's not. He dunked over Shaq.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Like, it's not someone you want to be messing with for sure.
He's 36.
Okay. I mean, it's not that old. All right. Cool.
What is LeBron? 35?
Yeah.
17th
year in the league. That's nuts, ain't it?
Tonight, right?
They're playing
right now.
Yeah, they start right now actually, in like 30 minutes. So they could be playing the Clippers.
Yeah.
Are you a Lakers fan?
I mean,
well, I know your friend is a Lakers fan.
Yeah, my buddy Wes is like the biggest Lakers fan in the world.
Okay. Shout out to what's his name?
Wes.
There you go.
Wesley Hanna.
There you go. Shout out.
Yeah, he loves the Lakers. He goes to like opening game every season.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the DC area, so as far as basketball goes, like I love John Wall. You know, he's had injury issues, all that.
Oh man, I don't know if I'll let you get away with that one.
What, saying I love John Wall?
Yeah, I think he's been garbage, hot trash.
I mean, no, I'm not
you guys are paying him a lot of money to be hot garbage.
That's what we do. We pay underperforming players way too much money.
Yes, and
Otto Porter,
and we get him no help because we can't afford it anymore. We
Yeah.
pay the one dude, and then he gets injured. Well, he's been injured for a while. He got injured, I believe, for a good amount of time, and then he got injured 2 years ago. And Bradley Beal was with him on the team, or
Bradley Beal's he's been balling.
He's been balling by himself. But I think he wants out.
Yeah,
I heard some rumors that
I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, I agree.
But since I've been out, like I said, I was living in LA for like 4 years. So yeah, I came around to the Lakers. They were like horrible when I first lived in LA, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
The last season was like the first season they were like anything okay. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like
this is the first year where they're actually in a while since, because remember towards Kobe's end, like they weren't that good.
Yeah. I mean, how long has it been since they were in the playoffs? Like over 10 years?
Yeah, I think 06.
I
believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
I think you're right. Something like that.
I think it's around 06, so it's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute. Yeah. So, and now finally they got a solid team, and then all of this COVID happens. Rondo gets injured.
Yeah, that's right.
Dwight Howard is actually like a goof in the bubble. I mean, you heard
you
heard about the snitch line?
Snitch line. No.
Oh, no, come on. You never heard of this? Okay, so the NBA, when they did this whole bubble thing, they started this snitch line. That means any player could call the phone number. It's going to be anonymous. They're not going to say who called. If anyone is acting like a goof, not wearing the mask. And Dwight Howard got 2 calls already. It's like, gee, and he's been into a lot of controversy already because, you know, I don't know if you follow a little bit, because before this whole bubble thing started, he was like, came out with this beautiful long ass tweet, and it was like, I don't know if this is the time for us to be playing basketball. There's nothing that matters more than winning championship right now, but we should be showing our support to our people. Yeah, this would be a better fight right now. Whatever. I'm just don't want to. This is not word by word, but I'm kind of just like. And then he sent that tweet, kind of like showing that he's not gonna play, and then he ends up going to the bubble. So which one is it? Are you supporting your people? Are you going like?
Yeah, and he's goofing off in the bubble too.
And he's goofing off in the bubble.
So what's the bubble? Is it like 3 hotels or like what? It's like
something like
something like that. Yeah,
I don't know exactly about how many hotels I'm involved, but I think it's a couple hotels, and I know they're testing everyone all the time. Yeah. I heard it's daily testing.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So because imagine the PR the NBA would get if one of them gets, I'm not saying just gets it if he gets hurt by it pretty bad.
Yeah,
because I know Westbrook got it, and then he left the bubble, got quarantined, came back to the bubble.
Oh, okay.
But imagine if one of the players, like, you know, gets it bad and, like, God forbid, passes away from it.
I know.
The NBA is going to have something.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Yeah, you're right.
Oof.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's going to be some bad PR right now for them. And the MLB is going through the same thing because the Marlins.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
Jesus. The NFL is going to be going through it soon. A lot of people are already not going. They're like, I'm not playing next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
well,
wow.
a couple. I think one player for sure in the Patriots. I forgot who it was, but a lot of marquee players are like, nope, that's gonna be a no-go for me.
That's gonna be interesting. Like the whole no audience thing is what I'm like seeing how that plays out. Like with basketball, I think it could be possible, but like with football, and like I was watching this like UFC fight like a couple weeks ago. It was so weird that there were like two guys like beating the shit out of each other in front of nobody.
Well, I feel like there is ways how they can get through that. Okay, so, you know, I was just explaining this to my friend. I was like, imagine you're like wearing a VR and they just sell you a ticket as if you're there.
Yeah. That would be sweet.
I mean? That would be nice.
That'd be sweet.
And right now, I think in the MLB, they're using other people's pictures and stuff in the stand anyways.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they're doing in the MLB. You know what I mean? In soccer, I do know this for a fact. So, like, for example, in Spain, since La Liga came back and stuff, what they were doing is they were, like, you know, the home team will have, like, fake fans, kind of like the same thing as having pictures or whatever. And every time they're about to score, you hear, like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Just, like, that fake sound.
So
like
they have sound being, like, pumped in?
Yes,
Whoa,
exactly.
That's
kind of
wild.
like, yeah, so this is where you use your imagination a little bit. You gotta be creative a little bit. It's time to be creative, and you know all about I mean, you're in music, so you gotta keep it creative all the time.
I wonder if they like customize the audio though, like, you know, and yell like let's go Westbrook, like, you know what I mean? Like make it really customized.
Just customize for like fans. Hey, send us your audio, and we'll pick the best 100 or whatever.
Maybe you'll hear yourself on TV during the game.
There you go, sports. You don't even have to pay us for that. It's for free.
That'd be cool.
That would be actually cool. How was music going for you right now during the COVID time?
You know what? I'm taking advantage of it actually.
Okay.
Just doing a lot of writing. Like obviously, there's no gigging. You know what I mean? No shows, nothing like that. But I've been writing with a bunch of other people, doing a lot of Zoom sessions. You know, like it's kind of awkward, but like. We gotta power through it, you know.
You gotta get through it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those times. Like we're gonna remember it. Like I don't know, 30, 40 years from now, we're not gonna be old as hell. Be like, yeah, we went through it. It was the worst time of our lives. We just have to get through it, though.
Yeah.
Like let's just get through it. Like people are acting like a fool. They don't want to be wearing masks. They don't want to like do nothing. Like at least when I go to a store. If I forget my mask, I'm not even gonna go in and be like, is it okay if I put my shirt over? I know he's gonna tell me no.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna be like, no, and I don't want to put him in that place because you know that kind of situation because I'm putting his life in jeopardy technically as well. You know, so screw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and get me a mask.
Exactly.
So now, literally, like when you go to my cars, you find like a bunch of masks right in the middle, like here, there. You find them all over my place.
That's smart though. That's what I was doing, and then. I forgot my mask today. I usually
happens.
keep it in my glove compartment.
That's fine. You're coming to a podcast. You're not going to Chipotle. That's
no,
good.
Exactly.
There's a huge difference between it. You're
yeah.
fine, man.
Yeah. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'll be fine.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. So any trips that you've done as of lately during the COVID, or because I know you've traveled a lot during your time. You've been to Costa Rica, right?
Costa Rica.
You lived there.
I lived in Costa Rica.
I want to go through that story. But any trips lately, as of lately?
As of late, no.
No?
I've been staying in Southern California, you know?
Okay.
Like I went to school, I went to college in Boston, and one of my old, like a music school out there, and one of my old bands was like, hey, we want to like record some songs like while this thing is going on. So I was thinking about taking a trip over there, but I don't know. I haven't done it yet. Just been...
So I know you went to school in Boston. I know you're not the biggest Patriot fan out there. Are you happy that Brady left the Patriots, or are you just like it's not?
It's
just
weird.
Whatever.
It's weird. I mean, the reason I don't like. Okay, so weirdly enough, I grew up in DC, but I grew up a Miami Dolphins fan.
Okay.
I have no idea why.
That is a weird one.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Judge it.
I have no idea why. I really like Miami Hurricanes football and Miami Dolphins. I don't know why. I never liked the Heat, though. I don't know why.
Is it a Dan Marino thing? Or is that our time?
No. I mean, he played before me, but I was definitely a big Dan Marino fan.
Okay.
Like, I never got to see him play live, but I definitely... The uniforms, too, that aqua and orange, I was like, that looks cool. And, like, Ricky Williams, he was, like, one of my favorite players with, like, the dark visor and the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
badass.
All right. Got a good reason there. So, not okay with Brady being a buck nowadays?
I mean, I would say, look, like I was saying, I don't like the Patriots mainly because they've been caught cheating, like, so many times. Like, and I'm just like, I don't, like, yes, they win. They're winners. They built, like, a dynasty. You can't argue with that. Belichick and Brady are goats. You know, I'm not saying they're not. But, like, they've been caught cheating, like, 2 times in the last 10 years. It's, like...
more than 2
more
times.
than that, yeah.
I think, like, 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times. Yeah. So, it's, like...
But here's the thing. It's so dumb the way they got caught, too. Like, okay, let's talk about the last one. You got caught recording something for a Bengals game. I get it. If you're playing the Chiefs, if you're playing Baltimore.
Is that true? They were recording the Bengals?
Bengals.
That's so funny.
Like, literally, the Bengals. Like, any other team. Sure, I get it. No problem.
The worst team in the league last year.
The fucking Bengals? Like, come on, man. Like, that is terrible. Like, they've been so bad. You know you'll beat them with your eyes closed.
The Bungles.
The Bungles.
Yeah, no good.
That's terrible, man. Let's go into that Costa Rica story you got for us. What happened? And you gotta tell us the whole thing.
Oh, man. I mean, there's so many. But, I mean, how I ended up down there was my college had this program where you could spend half the year abroad. You could choose to go to Ireland, England, Costa Rica, Australia. I think those are the 4 options. So in my head, I was like, Costa Rica, man, like beaches, beautiful women, like that's the one. I'm down. So I was like, Costa Rica. And we land in Costa Rica. Unbeknownst to me, we're staying in San Jose. And if you've ever been to Costa Rica, it's a beautiful, beautiful country. But San Jose is like the capital, and it's right in the middle. And it's very low income, like lots of high crime rate. It's not a nice place to be.
Okay.
So we get there, we're dropping off all the different kids at like where they're living, their host houses. I get to my host house, I go inside. At the time, I know 0 Spanish.
Okay.
I don't. Like, everyone thinks I'm Spanish. I'm not. But yeah, it's a letdown to the Costa Rican people.
It's all good.
But it was cool to learn while I was there. But anyway, I get to my first host house. And my host mom doesn't know any English. Ooh. So in my head, I was like, this is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? I don't know any Spanish, doesn't know any English.
Right.
She did have a son who knew English, so I was like, that could help. But the first thing I noticed, I get to my room, and it's like the smallest room ever. It's like a twin bed, and that's it. It's like no room at all. So I was like, this is not going to work. So pretty much from then on, I like made it a goal just to like stay out. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? The drinking age is 18 in Costa Rica. I can drink legally. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go out, have a good time with my friends.
You were 18 at the time.
I was 18 at the time.
Yeah,
I was a freshman in college. Cool. Yeah. I might have been 19, but yeah, 18, 19. Yeah, I was of age. So yeah, I just started like going out a lot.
Plus, it's your first time outside the U.S., I'm guessing, no? Or you've been...
Actually, no.
No, okay. But it's your first time by yourself,
yes,
I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
It was the first time by myself.
Yeah.
Like, finding my independence on my own, you know. So I was like, I'm going to make the best of this. So me and my friends were going out every night. And like I said, I don't speak Spanish. My mom doesn't speak English. And so I didn't know. It was like, I'm not going to lie. When I was 18 and 19, I was like, I wasn't like that mature. I was fucking up.
The fuck was mature
exactly.
at 18?
Everyone's fucking up when they're 18. Yeah.
Course.
So I was fucking up. I was making mistakes. I wasn't responsible. But anyway, my host mom had this job where she would make meals and like, I still don't even know, but she would make meals, prep meals the night before and like bring them to people the next day. I didn't know that. So I would get home at like 1 a.m.
And you were smashed.
I was smashed. And I would open the fridge and just eat whatever I wanted. And like she would be so, but she never like communicated with me, so I didn't know I was messing up. Like I never knew I was messing up. So it just created this like super weird like rift between me and my host mom up until it got to the point where like she literally like called the organization and was like, I can't have him in my house. Like he needs to go. He eats all my food. He doesn't tell me anything. Like So it was just.
Oh wow! Yeah, I could see the language barrier doing that for sure. And not only that, I got the language barrier. I got different like mentalities. You grew up in the U.S.
and I fucked up like the first. Well, it wasn't my fault. So like the first month I'm there, I don't know if it's like a Costa Rican thing or anything, but so my host mom has a daughter and a son. Within the first month I'm there, I walk in on the daughter twice in the shower, too, because the door's not closed. I don't know if they don't close the door.
How old was the daughter at the time?
She was older than me.
Oh, so it's okay.
She was older than me. She was like 20.
It's not that bad.
No, she was like 23, 24. And she was a good-looking lady. But anyway.
There you go. I'm pretty sure she liked it, too. She's like, I don't know.
But anyway, I'm humiliated. She's humiliated. I can't even look at her.
Right.
And this happens twice within the first month.
She thinks you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
now.
right. I'm like, I swear to
It's
God,
obvious.
this is an accident. Like, no, it looks
But they don't
bad.
even understand. You're like,
I know. I'm like, lo siento. That means I'm sorry. It's the only thing I know. I'm like, lo siento.
oh man, that's gonna stay in the books, man. That's a good story for like future generations, right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one. Have you been anywhere else besides Costa Rica?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I went to London.
That's a fun place. The weather is tricky in London.
The weather is depressing.
It is.
It's always
It is
so
super depressing. I love London as a city. I've been there a bunch of times. Man, the museums there, and I'm not even like that big into museums, but Rome and Vienna and London, they did like the best museums ever.
Yes.
Man, I could literally get lost over there. And like I said, I am not the biggest museum fan
It's
ever.
because they're old cities, like super duper
Exactly.
old.
Yeah.
And I'm like a huge fan of like World War One and World War Two, the history of it.
Yeah.
So it was like a nice glimpse of everything. I loved everything about those three cities over there.
What's funny about the museums in London is like most of the artifacts and stuff in there, they aren't like British. You know, they're from like there's
Right.
like
They're all stolen.
they're all stolen. They're all stolen from other countries.
Low-key, yeah.
Yeah. But that's a French and an English thing. Both of them
Yeah.
there just went all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, that wasn't the thing
Ours
back
now.
at the time.
Ours now. We're
That's-
gonna go put it in a box and look at it. It's ours now.
Yeah, exactly. They just decide
Yeah.
to just take over.
That's why there's no British people in the British museums. Like other people looking at their stuff, like a bunch of Greek people looking at their stuff.
And that's beautiful. You see, like right now, like Prince Harry and his wife just like getting lost, and they're all over the news all the time. It's
They
like,
are.
I thought that was a bad marriage from the get-go. Like, I don't know, man. She's way older than he is.
Is she? I don't.
She's a little older. She's a social climber.
She's
That's
what,
the
5
thing.
years, I think, older than him?
Let me check.
Yeah, I think she's got a couple years on him. He's royalty. I'm not saying that she's not worthy of royalty, but like, come on. Like,
There's a lot of pressure, sure.
There's a lot of pressure, man. I don't know if she was ready for it.
How sweet would it be to be born into royalty, though? Would you like that or not? I would love that. Just to
Depending how you see it. Why would you like that? Let me.
well,
Are you talking about the money side of it?
Well,
Of course.
Yeah. But I mean, as myself, I'm a very like self-motivated person, so it would be awesome to me just to have like a giant safety net. You know what I mean? Because with that, like with the financial aid and stuff, I would have like a sweet recording studio. I would be like pushing out music every day.
You'll be
you know?
the first prince or whatever. Like just have his own recording.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
It's nice to see actually new stuff like that popping up. And we get to see a lot more of it now in this day and age. I mean, a lot of stuff wasn't like you'd never see like a prince leaving the royal family.
So
you know
he's
what I mean?
35 and she's 38. So the age really
Alright,
isn't
three.
a thing.
Okay.
Three.
But it's also very limiting. Like you don't think about how limiting being royalty is. They have a lot of rules that they
That's
gotta
true.
follow.
They do.
Like they
That's
can't even
true.
paint their nails certain colors or
Oh,
wear
wow.
certain
You can't
colors.
shake the queen's hand. You
No.
can't do this. You can't do that.
That
and
is
you
true.
and you
That is
grew up.
true.
And I'm not. The UK is kind of very similar to the US. But when you grew up in the US, we don't know what a king and a queen is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We just think it sounds dope.
We wake up, we're like, F the president, like, super spoiled. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know which cereal I want to have. Like, whatever.
That is a struggle.
It is a struggle. Now you're going into like, you can't do this, you can't do that. She was like, oh, okay, fine. You don't want me doing this? I'm going to take him away from everything. Like, done. Well, man, that was very interesting to see. Have you ever been to Italy?
Yeah, I was in Rome.
How did you enjoy the food in Italy?
I liked it up north. You know what I mean? When I was in Rome, maybe I didn't try the good spots or anything, but when I was in Rome, I couldn't find spaghetti and meatballs. They only had spaghetti and meat sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, I can't get a ball.
I mean, it could be Italian, depends. But man, the lasagna.
Yeah, out of this world.
So I'm used to like picking up a frozen lasagna from any grocery store and coming back and enjoying the crap out of it.
Because who wants to make lasagna? It would take all day.
And then I had lasagna over there, and they were like, I'm like, it just was melting in my mouth. And I was like, what is the ricotta cheese? What is the ricotta cheese? And I'm like, yeah, we don't make it. That's such an American thing. And I'm like, wait, what? Olive Garden were lying to me? Oh, like, get out of town.
Authentic?
What? They're not real? They're
I feel like part of the family then.
Yeah. They're like, no, they're like McDonald's over there.
Gotta love those breadsticks though.
Oh man, for sure.
Unlimited breadsticks.
For sure. So a lot of shit has been going on in the country right now. We're dealing with the. By the way, did you see the earthquake this morning? Did you hear about it?
I heard about it. Yeah, okay. I read about it.
You're Sacramento, so I think you were pretty far, but it was more up around the San Fernando Valley right now, and it hit very hard. They even felt it in like Glendale and those towns.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And it was like around 4.5, and the people on Twitter like. I saw Khloe Kardashian. I saw a bunch of different artists that live in the area. They're like, I did not feel like a 4.5. It felt like something around 9.8ish.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it would.
Yeah,
it was bad.
I used to live in North Hollywood, so kind of by Glendale.
Yep.
And I lived on the 10th floor of my apartment, and like I lived there for 1 year, and we had like 3 or 4 earthquakes that year. And it was a new building, so it was like built to sway.
Oh my!
But that would scare the shit out of me.
Because
I would be on the 10th floor.
I'd leave.
And I would run out into the living room.
I'd grab
and
my
I would
dog
be there with my roommate, and I'd be like, "Do we stay or do we leave? Like, do we stay or do we leave?" I'd be freaking out.
Man, I'd get the hell out. I would be gone. No chance you're catching me.
Yeah.
No way.
And I'm an East Coast boy, so I'm not used to earthquakes.
I'm a Midwest boy, so we're right there with each other. So you said Boston, or where are you from?
I was born and raised DC, Washington DC. Yeah.
No, I lived most of my life in Chicago.
Oh, cool.
So
very cool.
Super cold out there.
I know. I know. If you know one thing about Chicago, you know it's cold.
Very cold. I mean, Lollapalooza is fun and all, but I don't know. The weather just.
So, were you a Bears fan?
Or Sadly, yeah.
Bears,
I had
Bears
to.
and Bulls?
No, I have Bears and Bulls. Yeah,
Bears and Bulls.
Right now, I'm watching a lot more Clippers since I moved to Orange County like 3 years ago. Man, I because I love Kawhi and I like the Clippers a little bit with that. With that Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan.
Oh yeah,
and I was watching.
It
didn't work out, but it was fun to watch.
Super.
I loved when Blake Griffin just would go bananas on those dunks.
Lob City.
Yeah, man, it was. Oof. And then they bring in Kawhi, which is my favorite player in the NBA next to Giannis. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
And then they team him up with Paul George. And I'm like, all right. So I just started watching they've been my pick. I watched their scrimmage. They look like garbage. I'm not gonna lie. The Lakers have a better chance of winning it, but I'm hoping that just because it's a scrimmage.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's super.
So we'll see.
Yeah, critical to judge on the preseason.
Yeah, I mean, top 3 are still gonna be the same. I think it's gonna be between Clips, Bucks, and Lakers.
And Lakers, definitely, definitely.
It's gonna be an interesting one.
I'm interested to see what the Mavericks do.
You know what? That is my sleeper team. I keep saying it. I'm like, I don't want to hear about Toronto. I don't want to hear about Rockets. Mavericks, because Luka. I love Luka.
He's so skilled.
My God. And which brings us to like, if your kid wants to play basketball, do you advise him to go play college basketball? Do you want to send him, or would you rather send him to play professional basketball in Europe?
Personally,
yeah.
Depends how good he is. I mean,
well, let's say he's good. Let's say he's good that he can actually make it to the NBA. So before he makes it to NBA, they either have to go pro or either
go
they
play
have
Europe.
I'd say send them to Europe.
Make some money. Why not?
Not only about making money, you get that pro mentality. If that makes any sense, you're already playing professional basketball, and I think that's where Luka has a little advantage.
Yeah.
He's been playing professional basketball since he was like 16, 17. And he played. He played with Real Madrid, which is one of the biggest basketball clubs in Europe. You know what I mean? Huge following over there.
Yeah.
So he comes into the league. There is a level of maturity over there.
Definitely.
You know, that's gotta help. And you can build around that too.
Yeah.
That's why Mark Cuban was like so happy, and then he teams him up with a 7, I don't know, 1 or 2, like dude from Latvia. It was perfect.
Oh yeah.
It was perfect.
I'd say it's like, it gives you the maturity, definitely helps you develop the skills. I'd say like the one downside would be you wouldn't be used to like the athleticism that you're going to see in the NBA.
Well, everybody thought Luka was going to be fat and slow before he came.
Yeah. I'm not.
Hey, he's been more athletic than anyone else in the league.
Very surprisingly athletic.
Very athletic.
Yes.
He does have that baby face, a fat face, or whatever you would call it. But man, he can run. And
his footwork is just so
amazing.
good. Yeah. I always just think about like Ricky Rubio did the same thing, and like his career, it wasn't bad, but I always thought he could have been better than he is.
I agree. I think Ricky Rubio is one of those like super like dudes that just could have had a better career. And even right now, he still has a good career.
Yeah.
He plays with a sucky team, but that's
the Suns right now.
Yeah, with the Suns.
Yeah.
He was with the Jazz. I don't know why they got rid of him. I don't understand why. I know they got Well,
they got Mike Conley.
Yeah. But
he's older though.
You could have kept Rubio.
He definitely
used him.
Oh yeah, he's a great backup point guard. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the dude can defend.
He can defend. He can pass.
Man, he killed Westbrook in that like series like 2-3 years ago. I remember that series when Westbrook was getting pissed off and was like, "He's not gonna do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hey, man, he took Westbrook out.
Yeah. I mean that's the big thing about going pro. I think in Europe, like you're used to playing against like much older guys.
You're a dog.
So like you're not scared. You know what I mean? You're not afraid of
you're a dog. You get tough. Definitely for because over there, even though they're different styles, but you still learn something. And
what's crazy to me about the European game is there's no goaltending.
Really? No.
Yeah,
really?
I'm pretty sure.
Can we check that? Yeah, can we check that?
Yeah, let's check that.
That's interesting. That I did not know.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Goaltending in European basketball.
In European basketball, yeah.
That I didn't know. If they don't have it, that would be interesting.
Because I'm pretty sure I've seen Rudy Gobert on the France team just like getting the balls right in the cylinder, just swatting them out of there. You know what I mean?
Rudy Gobert is big as hell.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it just makes it look easy, but I don't know. I don't think there is no goaltending. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm looking.
Cool.
And the 3-point line's closer. I know that.
It's a little closer.
Yes.
So once it touches the rim, they can, but it says no blocking a ball in a downward flight towards the rim. But once the ball strikes the rim, they can swat it or tap.
Okay, so it's different rules with the goaltender. Okay, I thought they had no goaltender. Rudy Gobert just stand over
through the bottom of the basket.
It's like no, just like whoop. I was like, wait, what?
The difference is in the NBA, an imaginary cylinder exists that has the basket as its base, and touching the ball while it's in any part of the cylinder is a violation.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah. I get it. Okay. Yeah.
So it's a little more lenient.
It's a little more lenient. I get what you're saying. But again, it's because, it's the NBA. It's the best league in the world.
Yeah, so, exactly.
I mean, Jesus.
I mean, the last U.S. team was, embarrassing, though.
Jaylen Brown. I saw that. They lost to France, I believe. Or something like that. Man, that was a joke. They tried. They had Donovan Mitchell in that team.
Kemba Walker.
I think Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum,
man, it's just... Good players.
Definitely good players. But they didn't have any and they were like Kemba and Jason was like 19 or 20 at the time.
The coach? Popovich?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
That's what I feel bad for, is when you have Popovich in the coach. You just embarrass him like that. Stop it. No. All right, going back to the issues we have today. What are you thinking about this whole Black Lives Matter issues right now that we're going through with the whole cops and police brutality and stuff? Do you think it's time? Definitely time for a change, huh?
Definitely time for a change. I mean, I think it's been time for. Oh no, you're good. I think it's been time for a change. I think it's just like everything's coming to light now. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, like Shed was being light on all the injustices that were happening in, you know, the African American community for years and years and years. But now it's like everyone, it's like you can't, I mean, there's still people who are arguing against it somehow, but it's like, I don't get how you know what I mean? I don't get how.
It's hard because, like you said, it's way overdue. Way overdue. But now we have to find the right way of doing it.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear about abolishing no police because that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. We're
That's
not
ridiculous.
the Wild West over here.
Yeah,
the murder rate in New York has gone up significantly since they defunded the police there.
Listen, I don't agree with the police having that much money because I don't need an army out there.
Yeah.
I need a cop to have a taser, a baton, a regular gun. I don't need them to have an AK.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like the guns they have and the stuff they have is ridiculous.
Especially if it's like a peaceful protest or whatever. It's like,
Well, forget the peaceful protest. Those funds could be used with the communities over there.
oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like New York. You can tell me how many communities in New York that actually need the money right now?
Yeah.
How many communities? Let's go to LA. You know, you lived in LA.
Yeah.
You know how bad it can be in
Yeah.
LA with the homeless people
Oh, it's
and
horrible. Yeah.
terrible.
So it rose 21%.
Wow.
The homicide rate in New York
Yeah.
City.
I mean, Chicago.
That's insane.
Yeah. Dude, people have been dying in Chicago every day now.
Yeah.
Every day for the last couple of weeks or so. It's been bad. It's been really bad, but it's time for a change. It doesn't change the fact that it's time for a change. They need to be stricter. They need to make some different rules. He can't graduate after 6 months of academy.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, definitely.
You
They
know?
should definitely like make the requirements more intense.
Like,
for sure.
you need to have a
For
better
sure.
psych test.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, you have a kid who got bullied all of his life in high school, and now you give him a gun, a
Right?
baton, and a taser, and
Yeah.
a badge.
Yeah.
You're like, there you go, you know.
And he has this
Go
like
for it.
power complex. It's like, yeah, that's gonna end
man.
well.
Yeah,
Like, like, come on.
Just, yeah, man, no, it's, I mean, this year has just been one thing after the other. Non-stop.
It's like the apocalypse, man.
I feel
2020
like
is
it's
like,
coming.
it was so funny because like in the beginning of 2020, everyone's like 2020.
Yeah, this is my year.
It's like 2-3 months into it, it's like, what the hell?
Man, and it started with the Kobe's that
Yeah,
here in LA.
January.
You felt it.
Dude.
February. I mean, Australian fires in January. Then Kobe's death here in LA. I know everyone else didn't feel it like we did.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
It was bad, dude. It was really
People
bad.
were depressed. People were crying.
Yeah, I
People were
cried.
mourning. Everybody
Yeah.
cried. I'm not even from LA and
Yeah,
I
me
cried.
neither.
I grew up with Kobe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I love Mike, but I don't remember Mike.
Yeah,
like,
same,
you know what I mean?
same.
Like, come on, I was too young. Kobe's the guy I grew up
Yeah.
watching, winning.
The
and
only
all
Mike
that.
I remember is the Wizards Mike, and
We don't talk about that, Michael.
we don't talk about
We
that.
don't talk about that, Michael.
That's just,
Especially
you know.
in a house full of Chicago
Oh, sorry,
people.
sorry.
No,
That's
it's
right.
okay. I don't know why he did that, but it is.
I'm from DC.
Strike
That's
one.
right. You have to remember.
Those are my fond years.
You have to remember that, Mike, of course. But man, no, I mean, it started Kobe, then this COVID thing, and kept getting worse, and then more stuff, and now the Black Lives Matter issue and this injustice issue, and then you have now an earthquake early this morning. Like, when is it gonna stop? Like, literally, when is it gonna
Have
stop?
you been following this whole Kanye for president ordeal?
Oh
my god.
my god. Let's talk about it. I haven't talked about it on the show stuff. What the hell is going on with this dude?
Dude, I don't know. I mean,
What? I mean,
like, I feel for him because clearly he's going through.
he's going
something.
through a breakdown.
Yeah, but
a
we-
huge breakdown.
Yeah, but we can't let him become president. Like, clearly.
Stop it. I mean, listen, what do you have to deal with Trump being
Yeah, I
president?
know.
You're going to put in Kanye
Oh
in there?
my
That's
gosh,
not,
dude.
that's not- no. I mean, to be honest, I was talking to my friend about it last week, and I'm like, listen, it wouldn't surprise me. And this is just me. This is me. Just in my
Okay.
spare time, I do some thinking from time to time. I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if Trump called Kanye, because we knew they were friends.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, why don't you just put your name in the ballot? Maybe some black people will vote for you. Take the black votes away from Biden.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Because
not
out of nowhere,
that's not
he
super
comes
crazy.
out and he's like, yeah, I'm not wearing my MAGA hat anymore. Me and Trump are not friends no more. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. So I wouldn't be surprised because I know how Trump can be, and I know Kanye is just a diva. So, but that whole comment with the white supremacy when it comes to his mother-in-law and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like.
Oh, and he said Harriet Tubman didn't free any slaves.
Yeah, he said he just moved them to different white people.
Different white people.
Jesus, man.
Like, what are you talking about?
It's the manic episode to end all manic episodes.
Yeah. I mean, man. I mean, here's the question. Do you feel bad for him, or do you just like...
I feel bad for the Kardashians for the first time in my life.
You feel bad for that is... And we... Oh, my God. Someone feels bad for a Kardashian. Holy shit. You feel bad for the Kardashians?
I feel bad for Kim a little bit.
All right. Please explain yourself.
I mean,
because this will haunt you for the rest of your life. So go ahead and take the time and explain yourself.
I just can't imagine what would it be like to be married to someone like that.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like apparently he's like out on his ranch right now, like staying away. But like,
and it's not only about an ego problem; it's about that he's going through mental issues.
Yeah.
And you don't know what, and that's the father of your kids.
Yeah, and he apparently like refuses to listen to anybody. Yeah. He doesn't take any medications or anything. Like he's like off.
I gotta give props to Justin Bieber and Dave Chappelle because they're the ones that actually flew over there.
I saw Bieber did that.
Yeah, I saw
did
that.
Chappelle do that too?
Chappelle did that as well. He got his crew. He went over there, made sure he was,
Chappelle doesn't have Instagram, so I never know what that guy's doing.
Chappelle has a lot of people who have his fake Instagrams, but that's I love Chappelle. He's my favorite.
Chappelle.
Yeah, he's literally
represent DC.
He's from DC. That's right. Chappelle. Sadly, Cat Williams. Again, that's what a lot of drugs can do to you. You know what I mean? Cat Williams was one of the best comics.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Man. Chappelle. Then Kevin Hart. I'm a big fan of Bill Burr.
Oh, I love.
I listen to his stuff all the time. His podcast.
Yeah, the Monday morning podcast.
F is for Family.
Yep.
Have you watched it?
Yep, I have.
That's to me, it's much better than Family Guy.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
It's so real.
You could relate. You could relate to it.
It's like real old school life.
Exactly. It's like the 70s or 80s. I could relate to that, even though I didn't grow up in that time. But I could relate to that. It's so funny. I love him.
Oh, I love Bill. Bill Burr is like one of the best I've ever seen. Just like on the spot, just like explaining. Have you seen his whole thing, which like made him famous in I think Philadelphia?
Yes.
He just starts ripping on the crowd.
I watch it like once a month because I tell my friends about it. It's like, no, I know. What?
Yeah.
And I pull it out. No. We gotta stop the car right now. I was literally showing it to my buddy just a couple of weeks ago. Good. Man, he doesn't stop. He goes and goes and goes.
Shitting all over the Eagles.
And they were booing him in the beginning, and then they started cheering for him.
Yeah,
that was one of the
turned
best.
Him around.
I forgot who was talking about it, but somebody said that he didn't even know that like people, half the crowd was cheering, half the crowd was booing. But when he got off stage, he just thought he tanked it. He's like, my care's over. I'm done. I'm finished.
Oh yeah,
I think
I know who.
Saget.
Yes, with Joe Rogan.
Yes.
I saw that. Yeah, Bob Saget because he was backstage.
There. That's right. Yeah, it was like an all-day event or something. It was like a full day of comedians.
And that's the problem. That's why Bill Burr was so pissed because they booed everyone.
Yeah.
They booed everyone in that lineup, and it was a great lineup.
I mean, that's Philly. Philly's tough. Philly's rough.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Philly.
They booed Santa Claus.
Bunch of haters, dude.
Yeah, I believe that they booed Santa. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Philly is but I loved how he went on about. How you guys have an imaginary boxer as
Oh yeah, Rocky. Yeah. And wait, he talks about who did he talk about? The other guy. He's
Holyfield or Holyfield or whatever. Who's from Philly? There's a boxer. The
guy who beat Ali.
Yes, Frazier.
Yeah. So he's like you like Frazier because he's black.
It's like nobody gives a fuck about Frazier because he's black, but you guys love a greasy Italian and it's not even real. It's so perfect.
Yeah, I know.
That's perfect. I loved it. That rant. He's like, I hope the Eagles never win anything. It was the best.
Fuck you bunch of losers.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, you gotta go watch Bill Burr Philadelphia rants. It's one of the best things. You'll be doing yourself a favor, trust me. Oh man. So what are you working on right now? Music-wise.
Yeah, I got a new song coming out. It's called Runaway.
Okay.
It'll be on Spotify, Apple Music, anything you got.
What is it going to be out for the public? See, I'm putting your back against though. Now you have to finish it.
I don't have an exact date, but soon.
All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna link your Instagram.
Cool.
So please go follow if you watch this. And then you'll see the dates and everything that she's working on. What else you working on? Anything else or?
Brendan_Peg is the Instagram.
Okay.
I got a bunch of live videos up there, all that stuff. I got 2 songs right now on Spotify and Apple Music. Getting my YouTube started. Once I get my new place, I'm gonna have a full studio, so I'm just gonna be putting out YouTube videos.
He has very few YouTube videos, but he has a lot in his Instagram. He has over 20,000 followers. So get on before he starts making you pay for it. Hey, I heard Instagram might be changing too. So I don't know.
Is that true?
I heard they might be doing the same thing as YouTube. They might
actually.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
They might start paying people with the views and stuff.
That'd be great.
I think it's about time.
Yeah,
it's about time.
Definitely.
Like a dude like you has 20,000 followers. You need to be making some kind of dough out of that.
Exactly.
You need them patience.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Exactly. Or you could just because Instagram are running a risk as well, because let's say Patreon gets even more popular than it is right now.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna start posting their crap in Patreon.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna put my art for free all the time? It makes no sense. I worked very hard on this. I have the following, now you're making me post it. I don't know. So to me, it was about time for Instagram. I think it's coming. I heard they might be changing it very soon. I hope they do it right.
Yeah.
Or they're going to be losing a lot of talents. And
no, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Or even just I know my old roommate is he's a TikToker. He's got 7 million on TikTok.
Explain to me this TikTok. Okay, I know what TikTok is. How are they making money though?
Okay, so if you're super, super big, I guess TikTok will pay you for posts, I guess. I don't know. But my old roommate, who has 7,000, he would only get paid through his live stream. He would live stream.
For 7,000 followers?
No, 7 million. 7 million.
Okay. I was I need to get on TikTok.
No, 7 million.
I'm going to start TikToking.
No, I wish.
Okay.
No, he would live stream for his followers,
okay.
and they send him gifts.
Okay.
So I forget what they're called. It's they have different names of the gifts on TikTok. But how it works is
is this kind of like the YouTube, those play button things? What are they called? Do we know what they're called?
Oh, you mean the join buttons or whatever? No,
I
think it's more similar to Twitch, where when you're live streaming, people can drop money on your live stream. It's more like that.
Yeah.
So if you're watching Twitch, how it pops up and it says this person donated $5. It'll be like that.
Okay.
And TikTok is very business savvy with it, because the way it works is if a fan pays $100 for a gift to send you, the streamer will get $50 of that, and then TikTok will get the other 50.
Okay.
So you only get 50% of what your followers give you.
Oh wow! With TikTok.
With TikTok.
That's with Twitch you get 100%, don't you?
I think so.
I don't know. They probably take a cut, but
Probably
I'll check it out.
Wow.
But my old roommate, he would make $200 in an hour of streaming. You know what I mean?
That's not bad.
Yeah, and he'd do that every day. He probably makes more than that now. But
wow.
He would just do that every day, and that's how he paid his rent.
Yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do till you make it up there. So that's not a bad way to hustle for sure.
Definitely not.
Do you have your own TikTok as well, or working on it?
I do, but it's just for fun.
Okay. So don't follow that just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be a TikToker. I'm not doing all those renegade. I'm not a dancer.
I saw that stuff. I don't know. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah,
not yet. Definitely not yet. Go ahead, take the mic, plug in whatever it is that you want to plug in. This is your time, my friend. Go for it.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, like I said, Brendan_Peg is my Instagram. That's my main social media right now. It has pretty much all my videos up there. If you Google my name, Brendan Peg, you'll be able to find the YouTube, the Twitter, all that stuff. It's pretty easy. Well, yeah, I got 2 songs on Spotify and Apple Music. Check that out. I got one coming out super soon that's way better than the other 2. So if you don't like the other 2, wait until this one comes out. But yeah, throw me a follow on Spotify.
And he's very good at the guitar. I can give him that. He's very good at the guitar. I've been watching his videos the last couple of days. He can rock a guitar for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
My friend, you are a friend of the show. Anytime you want to plug in anything, let me know. You're more than welcome anytime to come back.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for coming.
was a blast.
It was nice, right? Not bad.
I had a great time.
I'm gonna wrap it. Ali, thank you for coming in today too.
Oh yeah, of course.
There you go. All right, and have a blazed day. Thank you.